What's going on, everybody? Welcome inside fitnessinformant.com, Fitness Informant's YouTube channel. I'm FI founder and CEO, Ryan Buck. I want to thank you for stopping by to check out our 100% honest, no bullshit review of the Genius brand's Digestion Optimizer. This is a new digestive enzyme complex type of a supplement designed to be taken with meals to help you break down the macronutrients in those meals, prevent indigestion, improve gut health, and overall just make the most out of the foods that you're eating. Today we're going to talk about this on three different categories. First, we're going to talk about the ingredient profile. What's in this, how's it dosed, and what it's meant to do. Second, we're going to talk about effectiveness, and then finally we're going to talk about value. So let's dive into this. The first ingredient is Digestion, which is a multi-enzyme complex really designed to break down the big macronutrients within your food. So it includes amylase, it includes protease, cellulase, lactase, lipase. So essentially, it's breaking down fats, it's breaking down carbohydrates, and it's breaking down proteins into their simpler state so they can be absorbed by the body to be used. So proteins, for instance, are broken down to amino acids that can be absorbed and then used to repair torn muscle tissue. So at 50 milligrams of this is actually the dosage that's recommended by the company for 3 times a day. The next ingredient is called ginger at 100 milligrams. So ginger has been shown for years to have really good benefits in terms of digestion and gut health. At 100 milligrams, you can see it's a dosage that's good. Overall, before I dive too far into it, I recommend you take this with every meal of the day. So basically take it a minimum of 3 times a day, which we'll talk about this in value because you're going to get clinical dosages of each of these ingredients based on studies by taking this 3 times a day, which would be once with every big meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So the next ingredient is called Actazin green kiwi fruit, 200 milligrams. This is a kind of unique ingredient derived from green kiwi that actually is going to help improve bowel movements. So the minimum dosage of this is 600 milligrams per day. So you can see by taking this 3 times a day, you're going to achieve that 600 milligrams, which is what a digestive enzyme type of a product is meant to be. It's not meant to be once a day. It's meant to be once with every meal. The next ingredient is Bromelain 2400 at 500 milligrams. Bromelain has been shown to help increase the breakdown of proteins into their simpler state form of amino acids. It also can help absorption rates of other ingredients, but really at the end of the day, it also has anti-inflammatory properties as well. At 500 milligrams, as you're getting closer to that 600 milligram part, you have some anti-inflammatory properties of bromelain, but really it's going to help break down those protein sources that some people have issues breaking down. Lipase is dosed at 5,000 FIP. Now lipase is going to be breaking down like the fats and butters and cheese. Breaks that down to simpler form, so it's not necessarily stored as glucose. You can burn this stuff off as energy. Now, it's not a keto product by any means, but it just helps you break down those fats within those products because some of our body issues in terms of our gut health have a hard time breaking down those fats. Then they're stored, and then you feel uncomfortable, you feel bloated, and that's a disgusting feeling. Then you have betaine HCl at 400 milligrams. Betaine, really what it does is it increases stomach acid to help us break down what's going on in the stomach because digestion obviously starts in the mouth. It goes through the small and large intestine, but once it gets into the stomach, that's really where it's going to break down even more into that fecal matter, which we want to get out. So higher levels of hydrochloric acid from betaine are going to help break down that food that's stuck in your stomach to help you digest it and help push that out through a healthy bowel movement. Pepsin is used next at 80 milligrams. Now pepsin, for those of us who ever had heartburn, you maybe heard of like Pepsin AC, things like that. The indigestion and acid reflux can be terrible. I actually suffer from it myself. I hate it. So Pepsin is actually used to prevent and reduce that acid reflux that you have going on in the system. And then lastly is Gut Guard, which can help with a couple things. Acid reflux, but also just general gut health in general. And this is used at 50 milligrams. In terms of dosages, some of these individual ingredients are dosed correctly for the 1 serving. So like Digestion at 50 milligrams. But ideally you want to take this 3 times a day. So you want to take it with breakfast, you want to take it with lunch, you want to take it with dinner. Now if you're like me and you do 6 meals a day, I typically still eat 2 to 3 meals that are a little bit bigger sometimes. Try to at least take it 3 times a day to really help break down that food that you're bringing into your body. So overall the profile is good. To actually get clinical doses of this would be a massive dosage of pills that you have to take each day. So they designed it to be taken 3 times a day with meals. So therefore the profile is good. They're proven ingredients. The dosages would be solid at 3 times a day. In terms of effectiveness, I would take this with every meal. My acid reflux has reduced significantly. I don't feel bloated. I feel good after eating. I take it with breakfast. I take it with lunch. I take it with dinner. So I take it with my 3 big meals throughout the day. But I have noticed that I don't feel as bloated, although I never felt super bloated, but sometimes after certain meals I would. No more at that. My acid reflux is essentially non-existent unless I have a super high protein gain, then maybe I'll take another 4 serving of this if I can. So overall, I think because we actually neglect our gut health, if you supplement with Digestion Optimizer from the Genius brand, you're going to feel something different within the first 3 days. And if not, then you might have something else going on. But really, a digestive enzyme complex as comprehensive as this should work really well for you. In terms of value, so there's 45 servings per container. This retails for $37. So that is less than $1 a meal, right? So if you're going to use this with every meal, it's going to be less than $3 a day to make sure you have proper digestion, make sure that you're utilizing the nutrients in the food that you're eating, and make sure that they go to where they need to go. I think that's a great price to pay, because I think we have so many people in this world that have digestive issues that they just neglect because they don't care. And you think about all the processed shit that we eat and all the foods that are not good for us. Having digestive enzymes and Digestion Optimizer in your supplement cabinet is a lifesaver. It changes the way you feel post food, post absorption of that food and ingestion of that food. So I think that at $37, even at 3 times a day, so 15 servings for $37, just over $2 a day to take care of your gut health is definitely worth it. If you want to purchase this product, look below for a purchase link and a coupon code, maybe to save you a few dollars on it. Make sure you follow us on all our social media channels. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Subscribe to the YouTube channel by clicking on the red subscribe now button here below, and stay up to date with all new reviews from us here at Fitness Informant. We do have a podcast that actually features Robert Oliver, former CEO, or the CEO of the Genius brand. You can subscribe to that on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, Google Podcasts, and Stitcher. And for this review, all other supplement reviews, rankings, news, deals, workout plans, and nutrition plans, make sure you visit us online. We're at fitnessinformant.com.